apple butter is ready to can. The jars are just about sterilized. I've got the water heating for the lids and the rings. And I've got this starting to boil so that I can actually can my apple butter. Okay, I'll put you back here because I'm gonna need both my hands. This is really the best angle to get to be able to show what I'm doing because I gotta get this going. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a jar and then I'm going to ladle it in here. So it needs a 1/4 inch, which is like this first step right here. You want to put at your jar, at the jar, and you want it right at the edge of the bottom. All right, let's get this going. And I just touched the rim with the ladle. Try not to do that. I do want to fill this so that I can just have it in my refrigerator. I'm not going to can. It needs to start cooling though, because if you're just going to put it in the refrigerator and not can it, it's going to take like 12 hours to cool. You want it to be completely cooled off on your counter before you put it in the refrigerator. And then it'll be good for in the ball book it says 3 weeks, but I've gotten a month out of it, even a little more than that. Just depends, you know. Okay, so let's get this over here cooling. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, like I just, okay. And then these rings, you just want, they're so hot. You just want them finger tight, like, you know, just as much as you can tighten with it so hot. So here, I'll show you how much is left. I kind of just probably put that in like a little bowl and let it cool, and then I'll eat it tonight. Okay, so now I have 7 half pint 8-ounce jars in here. I'm going to put them down and they are going to be in there once it is a rolling boil. It has to be a rolling boil. Now they're in the water. The water is over the jars. You want to make sure they're over the jars. And then you want to make sure that they're all upright. And now before you start the timer, this has to be a rolling boil. This is not a rolling boil, even though it almost is. Do you see them? They're starting to try to come up. So I wanted to show you that it is a rolling boil. And I will see you back here in 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so we're gonna take the top off and let it boil for another 5 minutes. It has been 5 minutes, so we're gonna turn this off. And I'm gonna start bringing these out. I will put my recipe for my apple butter in my video because I'm gonna have them separate. I'm gonna have the apple butter recipe separate, you know, from the canning, because if you wanted to stop at the point before canning, you can just put them in, you know, containers like this, because this one I filled and I'm just gonna put it in the refrigerator. I'm not gonna can it. This will be gone before the month that is even up for it to be expired. It's not gonna last. I got this out of the end of, you know, before I put that in the sink. I got that out of it with a spatula. And then I got, ooh, holy crap, don't do that. And then I got 7 jars. Can't see, there's one right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 jars, and that is a lot. That is really good. So I'm hoping the next batch, because I do have another batch to do, and I'm not gonna put it in a container like this. I'm just gonna can them all. I'm hoping to get 10 of these. We'll see. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.